This is Dana White's opinion on Deiveson Figueiredo's performance at UFC 255.
Yeah, he looked incredible tonight. He's fun to watch. He can knock you out. He can submit you. And the guy's he's got that meanness to him. When he comes in to fight, he's fun.
The UFC is working on Brandon Moreno to challenge Deiveson Figueiredo for the flyweight title.
We're going to keep him here. He's not going back to Brazil. We're going to turn him right around.
Really? How fast do you think that'll happen?
December.
That fight right there will happen sometime in December?
Yeah, that's what we're working on.
Dana White would love to see Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade next.
I think that Andrade Shevchenko is a very fun fight. And the thing I love about that fight too is that Shevchenko's at a place in her career now where she needs an opponent that people think actually has a chance of beating her, and I think we all know that Andrade does.
Dana White wants Shogun to retire after UFC 255 loss.
Shogun looked old and looked like a shell of his former self tonight. So, yeah, I'd like to see him hang it up, hopefully.
Dana White is impressed of Buckley's performance after KO at UFC 255.
I mean, he went in there against a guy who was undefeated tonight and went right after him, throwing tons of bombs, never got winded, never got tired. Almost knocked him out at the end of the first round, kept his composure, came back in the second and finished it. I mean, you couldn't look any better than he did tonight.
This is Dana White's opinion on Mike Perry's loss at UFC 255.
Listen, he's always tough and fun to watch. That third round, what I really like about Mike Perry is, depending on how you guys scored it, but I'm sure you gave him the first round, gave Tim the second, and the third was up for grabs. He tried to win that fight, man. He stood on his ground, and those two just started trading punches. He's fun to watch. I don't know. I don't know what it means where he goes after tonight, but he's a fun fighter.
Who is Michael Chandler fighting next?
Would a name would you look at booking him against like Gaethje or maybe Dan Hooker, or what sort of?
I don't know. I mean, obviously those are the two guys that are left, but I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out.
This could be Joaquin Buckley's possible next opponent.
Yeah, I didn't know that until tonight. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's definitely a fight we can make. And obviously, if they both want it bad enough, why would I say no?
Dana White on Khabib's possible return.
I'm giving Khabib some time, to think this over. And he and I are going to get together and meet soon. So, we'll talk.
This is Dustin Poirier's opinion on rematch with Conor McGregor.
Everything's signed and sealed. Now it's time to continue the work, show up on January 23rd. It's kind of the same way, honestly. Going into the Max fight, I knew he was a different fighter. I knew I was a different fighter. I didn't really draw any momentum from the first fight. And kind of the same here with this. This is a completely different fight. I feel like we're both completely different fighters. And I'm not really looking back at that first fight. He was obviously a great fighter, finishing a bunch of guys before me in his early UFC career. But at this point, we're both so much more established and have so much more experience, just more mature fighters. And I think, I think you get a completely different fight here. I was very emotional in that first one. I wanted to hurt the guy. This time I just want to outsmart him, just want to beat him, and that's it. This is business. This isn't any ill will towards the guy. When I was younger, I used to fight with a lot of emotion. This isn't the same thing for me. This isn't about getting even for me. This isn't like a revenge type of thing for me. This is about moving my career forward, about putting my family in a better spot. It's not about trying to get back a guy who got me. This is just, it's business.